is it transphobic to say only women have a cervix?
Well, it is something that shouldn't be said. It is not right. But Andrew, I don't think that...
So Rosie Duffield should not have said that. Can you explain to people watching why she should not have said that?
Well, Andrew, I don't think that we can just go through various things that people have said.
Okay, touchy subject today. Labour have decided to throw their weight behind the trans lobby. As we've just seen, Sir Keir Starmer told Marr over the weekend that it is wrong to say that only women have a cervix. For those of you, like me, who spent their sex education lessons giggling at the word penis, let's have a quick reminder of what a cervix is. The cervix is the opening between the vagina and the womb, or uterus. It is part of the reproductive system and is sometimes called the neck of the womb. The opening between the vagina and the womb. Seems pretty unequivocal to me. I'm pretty sure it's women who have a vagina. Was Keir just trying to be very PC? This can't be Labour policy. Can it?
Do you agree with Keir Starmer? It's something that shouldn't be said. It isn't right.
Well, it's factually inaccurate. There are men who have cervixes. There are men who are trans, and they're men. And so it's not, I mean, it's just factually wrong.
So it seems like it might be policy. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not against trans people. Adults with capacity should be able to do whatever they want, in my opinion, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. You want to invert your penis? Go for it. You want to turn your innie into an outie? Go for it. You want to tattoo your whole face? Go for it. I wouldn't do it. I think it's a weird choice, but you do you. However, if you do want to tattoo your whole face, and you want me to think that it's beautiful, that's where I draw the line. You want to pretend you're a gender-fluid alien? Fine. You want me to believe that you're a gender-fluid alien? That's when we've got an issue. You can do whatever you want to yourself, but you have no right to enforce your delusions onto me. The real question, to me, is why are Labour throwing their weight behind the trans lobby? I'd wager that the vast majority of the UK has a similar view to me. Most people don't care if a man wants to pretend that they're a woman. They just don't want to be forced into having to pretend too. According to Pink News, a source closely aligned with the alphabet mafia, 0.6% of people are trans. Ooh, big voting pool there, Labour. Well done. What a credible opposition. Think as well of the typical Labour voter, or the notorious Red Wall voter. Those people who often live in former mining towns, northerners who like plain speaking, type of people that like to call spade a spade. Labour thinks that this is going to be popular with those people? Course, lad, 'tis nowt truer than knowing a spade's a spade, but did they know that women aren't the only ones who have cervixes? Nip up to Yorkshire and tell a bloke in the pub that not only women have a cervix. See how well you do. This all seems to be a part of Labour's greater thoughts on trans rights. I'm often hearing that trans rights are human rights, and thought this might be worth a little exploration whilst we're on the topic. So, what are the UN recognised human rights? So we have right to life, right to freedom from torture, freedom from slavery, right to liberty, right to a fair trial, no punishment without law, respect for your private life, freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, right to marry and family life, protection from discrimination, and a couple of protocols bolted onto the end. Which of these are the rights that trans people say that they're being denied? It's not a human right to decide what's on your passport or ID card, nor is it a human right to enforce your worldview onto others. And actually, doesn't the Labour Party's insistence that you shouldn't say that only women have a cervix, and their inference that it's transphobic to do so, go directly against Articles 9, 10 and 14?
Everything woke turns to shit, okay?